Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and try on the Swatch Big Bold Bape London Edition. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So the Swatch Big Bold Bape is a limited edition of 6 wristwatches. So this is a collaboration between Swatch and a Bathing Ape streetwear brand. And lifting up the box lid, you can see the lovely camel watch box inside with the Swatch and a Bathing Ape logo on that camouflage print watch box right there. Now let's slide the watch box out, and of course we can set that box to one side. And now giving you a nice look around this watch box of the Swatch Big Bold Bape limited edition of 6 wristwatches. So there are 5 city editions. So this is one of them, being the London edition. And the 4 other cities are Paris, New York, Tokyo, and Bern. Now let's flip the box lid up to reveal the Swatch Big Bold Bape London Edition. As you can see, it does have a very striking red color. This is a limited edition of 1,993 pieces, as you can see on this unique metal tag right there, indicating the city edition being London, and the unique numbering right there of this piece. So limited to 1,993, which is the year a Bathing Ape or Bape was founded. And you can see there are subtle hints indicating the year as well, with the 9 and 3 o'clock numerals representing the year that Bape was founded. So this is a quartz watch, so battery powered, and 47mm in case size. So giving you a close-up look before I start handling the watch. So the striking red dial is representative of London's red items or red attractions, or kind of quite significant identities, significant to London, of course, being the red buses, the pillar or post boxes, and of course the telephone booths as well. So right there. So this is a fairly large watch with a 47mm case size, and you can see on the hands of the watch there are some subtle styling cues, having the Bape logo on the hour hand and the Bape star on the seconds hand tip. Okay, so giving you a further out view right now, right there. So a lovely box with the camel print and of course the Swatch and a Bathing Ape branding right across, without being too loud. So right there, giving you a nice good look. Okay, so as I mentioned, a total of 6 limited editions with 5 city editions, London being one of them, and 4 other cities. And of course there is the World Edition as well, and that one has a run of 19,930 pieces. Those aren't uniquely numbered. It's only the city ones with 1,993 pieces each, uniquely and individually numbered. So you've seen my recent unboxing of the World Edition. This time around, this is the London Edition. Okay, so now let's go ahead and of course pop the watch out from its box to give you a closer look. Of course there are some papers. We're going to set those papers to one side. No real reason to look at them this time around. Okay, just going to set it down to the side and setting the watch to the side as well as I continue with the unboxing, so you can see some papers and documentation being included with the watch. And right there, taking a look on the inside right there, and once again that unique tag right there indicating the number of this piece out of 1,993 pieces. So the 5 city editions are all limited to 1,993 pieces per edition. Okay, so that's the box. We're going to set it to the side. Let's set it on the right hand side. And just moving the watch into the middle of the frame, just so you have a nice clear view of all the items from this Swatch Big Bold Bape London Edition unboxing. So right there, nice and clear, everything neatly presented. Of course, just going to set the watch down right there. So okay, now let's take a close-up look this time around without the watch box. And you can see just how large this watch is, 47 millimeters in diameter. Plastic watch, of course, quartz powered. You can see the seconds hand ticking away there with the Bape star tip on the seconds hand and the Bape logo on the tip of the hour hand. You can see partly obscured by the minutes hand right now, but we'll adjust that in just a moment so you have a nice clear view. So giving you a nice and detailed look at the dial and of course the various aspects of this Swatch Big Bold Bape London Edition. So you can see there are day and date indicators as well on the dial. So this watch has a good level of detail and of course features in terms of having the day and date indication, not just the time. So it's nice to see, very interesting design with the offset crown right there at the 2 o'clock position. So once again giving you that close-up look and the thickness of the watch. So 47 millimeters is the case size of the watch, and it does have a lovely matte silicone strap. And you can see the London details right there, the London print, and on the keepers as well, London UK. Just to remind you that London is part of the United Kingdom. So it's nice to see the level of detail of this watch and the various cities on the bezel of the watch. And being London, it does have the London at the 12 o'clock position in red. And the crown, of course, is a fixed crown right here. Oh, I beg your pardon, I mean the bezel is a fixed bezel. So now let's slide the watch off from its pillow. Actually, just going to give you one more look on the side right there, just so you have a nice clear view right there of the aspects of the watch, and it helps with the pillow there with the autofocus of the camcorder. Once I slide it out, it might get a bit tricky as the autofocus might start hunting. Okay, but nonetheless, nice clear view right there. Let's pop the crown out. So there are 2 positions, and the outermost position lets you set the time. And just giving you a look right there. It's currently showing Saturday the 8th. And as I mentioned, I wanted to show you the details of those hands. I'm going to set it higher up so you have everything in a nice clear view. Right there with the Bape and Bape Star branding on the tips of the hour and seconds hand. So it's a lovely dial, being a kind of deep dish dial. You can see just how deep it sits under that plastic window of the watch. And of course, if you need to set the date, let's just advance the time first, just to show you that crossover when the day and date switches or changes right there from Saturday the 8th to Sunday the 9th right there. And okay, so let's set it, or push the crown down, not all the way down to the lock position, just down one more step, and then in that position we should be able to adjust, there we go, the day as well as the date, depending on which direction you turn the crown. And it's best to set it around, or should you need to adjust the day and the date, it's best to set it in about a 6 o'clock position in terms of your hands for the time, so that it doesn't interfere too much with the date change mechanism. You can see just how easy it is to adjust, so you don't do any damage to the mechanism of the watch. And then once you're done, you can always pull it, or pull the crown out to the outermost position to set the correct time. And just like that, making sure it's all the way down to prevent any water from, or moisture from, going into the watch. So it does have a 3 bar or 30 meter of water resistance. Now just giving you a look at the watch again, and this time in this aspect. So it is a 47mm case size watch. With that striking red detail. Very lovely indeed, very deep red, and representative of the London Route Master buses, the telephone boxes, and of course the pillar or post boxes. Okay, so now let's pop the tag out so that we can try on the watch. So right there, giving you a nice good look once again at this Swatch Big Bold Bape London edition right there. Nicely ticking away, and you can see on the underside of the watch case and silicone strap with the Swatch branding. So really nice details without being too loud. So all very tastefully done. You can see the Bape logo right there on the long side of the silicone wrist strap or watch strap. And that's just a sticker covering the details of the watch on the underside of the case or case back. So there is a unique number under there. However, the Big Bold Bape World Edition doesn't have that unique numbering, so I stand corrected there in my Big Bold Bape the World Edition unboxing that I mentioned that those were individually numbered, but they aren't. It's only the 5 city editions with 1,993 pieces each, which are individually and uniquely numbered. So right there, giving you a nice good look at this 47mm case size watch with its very cool styling, being quite large, so there's no mistaking that it is a Swatch Big Bold Bape watch. And that offset crown at the 2 o'clock position as well. Okay, so giving you another look right there, further out, and resting it in the palm of my hand just to give you some sense of size and scale of this 47mm wristwatch. Okay, and of course, one more thing to do is to, of course, try it on. And just resting the watch on my wrist. So I do have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, or 17.2 centimeters in circumference. And that gives you a nice good look, an idea of how well or how the watch sits on my wrist. And of course, let's go ahead and strap the lovely soft and supple silicone wrist strap right through. And just to give you some idea of the strap length and how it sits in the relation to the size of my wrist, so you can see plenty of adjustment there, either tighter or looser for larger or skinnier wrists. And let's set the pin buckle right down, and once again giving you that good look right there at this Swatch Big Bold Bape London edition. And let's strap that through the first keeper, and of course there is the second keeper as well. There are 2 keepers right there, one being London and the other being UK. So let me strap right through so you can see lovely detail, London, UK, and the Bape details right there on the wrist strap of the Swatch Big Bold Bape London edition. And right there, popping the crown out again, just going to set the time back so you have a good detailed look at all the fine elements of this wristwatch. So you can see how the wrist sits pretty nicely and flatly on my 17.2 or 6 3/4 inch circumference wrist. And the watch is nicely ticking away, battery operated. And should you ever need to replace the batteries, Swatch will do it for free for the lifetime of the watch. All you need to do is take your Swatch watch to any Swatch store and they'll replace the battery for free. That goes with any Swatch that is, of course, battery powered. So that's a good tip to know. Should you ever need to replace the battery of your Swatch watch. So nice good look at the dial and how the watch sits on my 6 3/4 inch or 17.2 centimeter wrist. So no issues there in terms of course, adjustability as well. Plenty of pinholes there. For the pin buckle. Adjustment for various sizes of wrists. And a further out view right there of the Swatch Big Bull Bape London edition. Limited to 1,993 pieces, and they are all completely sold out. So once again, showing you those fine details and a slightly further out look of this Swatch Big Bull Bape London edition. So that's the Swatch Big Bull Bape London edition. Thanks for watching and happy ticking!